r/ask Reddit. What is something you hope to see in your lifetime? A day where we come back from the doctors and can say it's fine. It's just cancer. Reddit. Okay, pessimists of Reddit, I meant because cancer is easily curable and everyone is fine, not because something worse than cancer exists in the future. Edit 2. Some of you guys are hilarious and some are amazing. I'm really sorry I'm trying to respond but my phone is being crappy and my laptop bit the dust. I know it's an obvious thing but I'm glad so many people feel the same. I love that part in that one Star Trek movie where they go back to the present and Bones meets that woman who says she has cancer and needs surgery. Bones, disgusted at the very thought of such a thing, sneers, surgery? What is this? The Dark Ages? And gives her a pill and she's cured. Edit. It was actually dialysis. Haven't seen this one in years so my memory is a little fuzzy. Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. That was a lovely little touch to the movie indeed. Betelgeuse exploding. It could explode today or in 500 years. It could have already exploded and we are just waiting for the light to reach us. But when it does it will be about solid daytime for about 2 weeks. We are out of range for it to impact us in any way outside of giving off light. But what a sight that would beat it. Rip my inbox. Here is a video of what it may look like from Earth. Just say its name 3 times. Cue the Danny Elfman score. The year 2100. It's unlikely, but possible. I just want to be able to boast that I've lived in 3 centuries. Yes, me too. I've always been a little obsessed with this possibility. 107 for me. How about you? I'm really hoping they cure cancer and dementia before then. It would be the ultimate kick in the balls to live that long and be unable to realize it. Earth from space. Biggest dream since forever. Become flat earth believer, book NASA every day to show proof of globe earth, rebuke everything, say you'll only believe globe earth if you can see it for yourself, NASA sends you to space. I think they already get fair share of those morons asking for proof or to be sent into space. The Northern Lights. A. Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen? Yes. Halley's Comet. Just gotta make it till 2061. I got the chance to see it in 1986. I was 6 and remember thinking the next time I hopefully see it I'll be in my 80s. Mind duck then. Still a current mind duck. I was 10. We got a chance. Odd to think it is almost at its furthest point from the sun right now. We are almost halfway there. A cure for tinnitus. A what? Will somebody answer the goddamn phone? Man setting foot on Mars. You've got 50 years, Elon. Don't do me dirty. We can always cut someone's foot and send it to Mars. It counts. Rocket scientists are supposed to be smart, yet none of them had the idea to cut someone's foot off and glue it to the Mars rover. And then, they have the audacity to complain when their funding gets taken away. Retirement. The idea of just doing what I want to sounds so awesome. I'm middle-aged and I dream of retirement every single day. A cure for Alzheimer's. It's such a sad and scary disease that takes a huge toll on everyone around you. It would be nice to know that in case that were to happen to me I wouldn't have to put my family and friends through that. The film still Alice ducked me up. Alzheimer's is really a sad disease. Parkinson's too feels like your body is betraying you. That's also what I want most. My grandmother has it and my grandfather had it. Other sides of the family. My grandfather had my grandma, but my grandma, other side, lives in home. She has 3 kids but my aunt and uncle really don't help much and so much of the burden is on my mother. It takes such a toll on her. We just had a party for her 80th birthday. We sang happy birthday and we looked away for 5 seconds and she had eaten the candles. How do you act when you see the person that took care of you does these things? When a family member has Alzheimer's, everyone in the family is affected. My mom will go see my grandma and come home depressed. Sometimes my grandma has good days, but when your mother calls you things and can't really remember you is really depressing. I'd love the ability of living in one country and working in another, like a really cheap and fast mode of transportation. It's possible as of right now, just depends on where you live. For example, in Europe, it is not too uncommon to live in the Netherlands but to work in Germany. Open bracket. If you live next to the border OFC. I know a few people who commute from France and Belgium to London for work. First Contact. Pretty sure it's on Netflix. Edit. God, it's weird what gets popular on here. First Contact is my favorite Star Trek film by far. I'll try not to go on about it too much, but it's just a really well made movie, with awesome acting from the entire cast, particularly Patrick Stewart, Alfre Woodard, and James Cromwell. I want to know what the duck is below the ice on Europa, like they need to get a submersible down there somehow. Get me a video of that. I have to know. It's the biggest mystery to me. Everything there is perfect. There has to be life down there if there's life outside of Earth. Yeah, like, Mars is cool and shit, but can we please just toss a nice little nuclear probe with an ice melter and a camera over to Europa, please? Edit. Yeah, I know about contaminating life and possibly disrupting an ecosystem, guys. I just think it would be way cooler than a Mars landing if we were able to find a safe way to breach Europa's ocean. It was in the works and I thought it already launched. Did that get scrapped? Neural virtual reality. Current VR tech is exciting, but I've always imagined laying down and being taken to what is essentially a dream where you can feel things and move around naturally, but in a game. Edit. Okay, I get it. Black Mirror did something bad about this. I figured it out after the 20th person suggested it. I also don't want to do drugs. Yep, I wanna play Sword Art Online too. But I also don't wanna die. A cure for schizophrenia and other mental illnesses. I'd even settle for more effective meds with no shitty side effects that make me feel like I'm forced to choose mental health or physical health. So many side effects. On second thought, your cure idea is better. The Milky Way. Those pictures people take in those areas with such a low level of light pollution that you can see so damn much of the galaxy. I want to see that. Exactly. I live in the northeast of the US and it never ever gets that clear. Edit. In southern NJ and light pollution will never allow any such view. To really see it you need to go to the middle of nowhere in the Midwest. I didn't realize how many stars there were until I drove across the country. Edit. Swapo. A third party win the presidency. Absolutely. I would love to see the death of the two-party system in the US. It's gone on for far too long. But I doubt that will happen. Elder Scrolls 6. What's that? You want another Skyrim release? You got it. We changed all the outfits of NPCs in this Skyrim. Special Deluxe Edition. $60 please. As an Australian, I really want to see snow. Come to Canada, escape the heat, see snow, eat donuts. That should be our tourism slogan. Honestly, if he goes to Banff he doesn't really leave Australia. Comcast to be destroyed. Don't worry, you'll hate whatever company replaces them, even more. IDK. I work in the utility industry and Comcast is pretty terrible. I also used to work sales for them. The company is pretty fantastic at wasting money, making you pay more for no reason, and they hire pretty shitty contractors sometimes to do their work. I have been to several houses to locate utilities for them to bury cable lines installed for new services, and sometimes the cables will stay for months stretched across people's yards. Sometimes a year or more before they get to it. Longest time I've personally seen for them to bury a cable 40 feet was 3 years. While it was being buried they damaged the neighbor's cable line and theirs stayed for 6 months until it was buried. One day I'd like to walk into a bookshop and see my name right there on the front cover. I've tried using a Sharpie, but they don't like that for some reason. Rude, open bracket. This also has the benefit of ensuring that we still have bookshops in the future. So really it's kind of a twofer. The Sun. I live in the UK. Also, the end of the sun. Can we try to keep this list realistic? The end of the book series of Game of Thrones. I have it at a 30-40% chance George R.R. Martin dies before they all come out and I really hope that doesn't happen. You just set it back another month by mentioning it. I have it at a 30-40% chance George R.R. Martin dies before they all come out. I love your optimism. A headline that reads government discloses existence of extraterrestrial life. Fully automated luxury gay space communism. Soon comrade, soon. Antarctica in person. Whenever somebody mentions wanting to visit Antarctica, I always think of this clip. Back to the Future hoverboards. The vision is there. Why is the technology not? Cure for Alzheimer's. My mother's mother and father's father had it, and with both my parents in the 50s I think they will probably get it too. Scary to think I would need to care for them, and scarier to think I will probably get it. A colony on Mars. A colony on the moon. This is more likely than Mars, although I'd love to see a manned mission to Mars. My older siblings be financially stable. My youngest, my god. He was here again last night looking for money. He and his wife already live with my brother and has no bills. Where the F does his money go? Drugs and or alcohol. Cures for Alzheimer's, cancer, type 1 diabetes, asthma, cures for aging and baldness. Some natural change to the way we consume media that invalidates or minimizes cable news, tabloids, and fake news, and prioritizes useful media that forces honesty in our public officials and people we look up to via honest investigations and reporting. A change to our education system that eliminates memorization as the primary benefit of school, and actually starts prioritizing personal development and prepares people to handle life with knowledge on nutrition and diet, personal finance, critical thinking skills, and overall wisdom and character. Self-development books for summer reading instead of 100-year-old novels. Mass-produced self-driving cars. I think it'll be a substantial increase in coal for pretty much everyone. Imagine hopping in the car, sleeping 8 hours, and waking up 500 miles away from home. I would sleep 500 more. A printer that doesn't duck up my print job no matter how meticulously I adjust my settings. Aliens. I really want it to happen. I don't know why, but I feel like it's going to happen soon. I'm not sure why and when this feeling started, but I'm almost certain it's going to happen sooner than we think. If they were, say, 85 million light years away, then wouldn't they see dinosaurs on the Earth? That'd be a rad movie. They get here expecting some big ass lizards and birds and it's just us eating laundry detergent. While this is funny, I believe that any species capable of interstellar travel would understand this concept and not actually expect to find dinosaurs. The Singularity. I just wanna see what actually happens when computers get too smart. I thought you were talking about black holes after reading The Singularity. LOL. Organ cloning. Teeth cloning. Regrow your own teeth. Root and all. A fully immersive experimental theme park with cyborg hosts like the one seen in Westworld. Can I get the violent delights without the violent ends, please? My student loans paid off. Myself in a long-lasting relationship with someone I love. Edit. Thank you, everyone. As people have pointed out, the love must be reciprocal as well. Kitten. Just look in the mirror. r/murder Edwards. A big increase to human lifespan. They say the first person to live to 200 is alive right now. The end of the 40-hour work week, in favor of the 20-30-hour work week. Reddit gold. The demise of the North Korean regime, preferably in the form of a Korean unification under the South. To see the sunset while sitting on my porch as an old man next to my wife. The Northern Lights. I think I'll have an existential crisis when I finally do see them, but it'll be worth it. I dream about them and always find myself looking at pictures and videos of them. Peace on Earth. We've been trending towards it for some time now. Hopefully by the time I'm dead we've gotten our shit together. And even if we're not one government, at least nobody's fighting. Discovery of alien life and man setting foot on Mars. It would be extra cool if those two things coincided. Churches paying taxes. It's about time. I never understood this though. Why would you tax a non-profit organization that relies on donations? That would basically just mean you double tax people who donate to churches. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.